In the hands of criminal clans, particularly Arab or Nigerian ones. All of them have a very distinctive understanding of the law, which doesn't care about our laws at all. They consider Germany as their fat prey. Criminal clans engage in extensive protection racketeering, human trafficking, arms trafficking, drug trafficking, forced prostitution, commit robberies, fraud, assault, coercion, murders, thefts.
I want to use this opportunity to thank the Ghana police, the Ghana immigration, for this great job that they have just launched out in arresting, like they literally rescued over 50-something Nigerians that were trafficked to Ghana, alongside the traffickers, like the people that trafficked them to Ghana. I was actually thinking, as of now, this whole thing would have tensed down, but from the look of things, it's as if the numbers of Nigerians that have invaded Ghana, in their numbers in committing crimes and criminal activities, is something that we cannot fathom. We cannot wrap our head around it, because the numbers I saw in this video, guys, got me speechless. Like, I'm speechless. Anyways, I've got reactions sprouting out of this whole arrest and details of how the whole thing is going on and what the police, the steps and measures they are taking on this whole issue, right? Please, I would love us to watch these videos first. Like this video as well. Share your thoughts down in the comments. Then at the end, I will come back to give you my honest thoughts, opinions, submissions, and postulations. If you're new here, you're welcome. Right here on the stable of Traffic Inspirations, we say it just the way it is, raw and undiluted, without sentiment, emotions, or bias. Nothing but the bitter and the brutal truth. So if you like it on here, don't make this your last. Join this amazing family by hitting on the subscription button. Turn on the bell icon, on that bell icon that says all notifications. I would love to have you here for the rest of the time, right? Thank you so much, and let's watch these videos.
In the hands of criminal clans, particularly Arab or Nigerian ones. All of them have a very distinctive understanding of the law, which doesn't care about our laws at all. They consider Germany as their fat prey. Criminal clans engage in extensive protection racketeering, human trafficking, arms trafficking, drug trafficking, forced prostitution, commit robberies, fraud, assault, coercion, murders, thefts. Furthermore, there is a prevalence of extensive tax evasion and welfare.
First video I will share Germany or more presidential candidate I was standing one winning, but all children and yama bonia Nigeria for sebi omoye e okrum honum abusia omoye human trafficking and yama bonia just drugs prostitution omo fa omomra no emfa nya adwuma as what say the boni echechem abusia enti nya se be Ghana nko na say different countries and nkofo we emfa mra nya adwuma, even Germany and abofo aman so bebiri and nkofo we no omo fa mra nya adwuma e dan nkofo bebiri akoma so say if they so munya friends position now they will fight against these people as Hassan Alega and Omakonko Ghana money kwakwana na mpanyifo any youth ni bia ya sori say ye be support sankofo we na omo mission no so much even abam na aboa yankasa ne yenchirima na sembe wa buruchire wo do bedu Ghana woni anko ntototo wo be kona afi de wo mfa akora enko bim ana say sembe yakidnap no ye extort money from you abia ye die papa ye owa mono ni ono so nsem wo de bae ense do I ash na so no maka cho say the anger live in Ghanaians and some of Ghanaians and abusia omuyi to wa wanhwe yi a ebe nsem bebre enko ne nkoti ni emra ba ne aka de wo fia abusia me da say be high jam media bomode na me hu thought e comment section wa dwenche no fatu wonu studio lines no da wono video bi apese wo de ma ye bi na evidence bi no timi e de fa so na bi timi e boko abusia
na omo ye involved in QNet and ye wi aban nsa so mu a chese me ne ukasa se sie omani eche Accra Circuit Court a omo kwa akodi asem no na sa QNet nsinsim aba online bebre a ye se amanfo bi teachire a omo bubu amanfo dwom sika dwom ho niema nti sa asem ya ba se ya che omo di eye fine pa obo be kokot na omo kwa akochechire mu di nti omo ye de omo ye no nti ebusuan for court wa no mani che ne update bi e be fi hom no abanso bia no me de ho cheche mu ebebre mu.
This ongoing QNet problem, which is really part of the human trafficking crisis that is going on in Ghana, has to be dealt with decisively and eradicated. Why is this still an existing business when it's causing so much harm and suffering? Why is it still being allowed to exist in Ghana? More importantly, why has human trafficking become a thriving business in Ghana? Why is Ghana now the center, it seems, or the hub of human trafficking? These are hard questions that we need to begin to ask. Our already porous borders have been made worse by ECOWAS. Truth be told, people just troop in and out. And look at just what happened. A few hours ago, police had to rescue 57 Nigerians from a human trafficking syndicate and arrested 5 suspects. The CID said the suspects, identified as Joel Nosa, Collins Rotimi, Shadrach Lulu, Austin Amahwaro, and John Oluko, were picked up at Adom Estates, Community 25 in an intelligence-led operation by its operations unit. So there's a lot going on in that tema. Preliminary investigations reveal that the suspects are part of a human trafficking network that lures young men and women from Nigeria to Ghana with promises of employment and educational opportunities, same as these Senegalese footballers were lured. And I'm trying to figure out, are our leaders beginning to hear us? Are they beginning to understand why we're talking about our porous borders, of the illegal immigrants that are just invading Ghana? Yakoka said, mere distractions, storm in a teacup. Why are our concerns being brushed to the side? I don't get it. These are the things we foresee happening. Hence our agitations and protests. What will it take for our leaders to finally listen, to finally hear us and do something about this? Because all of this seems like it's always reactive instead of proactive. Prevention is better than cure. Police officers retrieved 77 laptops, 38 mobile phones, 2 vehicles, 3 television sets, and other internet-enabled devices believed to have been used in committing the crimes, of course. These are the hardworking smartest, behind the scenes. And they want us to believe all the BS they keep spewing. We know you have fronts, and behind the scenes you do stuff. Do it in your country. While I'm at it, let me address this, because they keep saying everyone has crimes. In your own country, no one would be talking about this if it were in Nigeria. No one cares. But so long as you're on someone else's land, on foreign land, I know how you like to make the ECOWAS situation murky, because we have access to everywhere, as though anyone has freedom in Nigeria. You guys don't even have freedom in your own Nigeria. How much more foreigners? So that's what we're talking about.
So today I felt the need to make this video, especially for Dr. Hassan Ayalaga, okay? My reason for making this video is because most of the Ghanaian bloggers who are very corrupted and hypocrite and think that they are getting one thing or the other from the Nigerians and begin to use their stomach to make decisions online, and they are starting Dr. Hassan Ayaga, making him feel like his effort was never impactful in Ghanaians or the common Ghanaian child's life, is so appalling. So that is my reason why I'm making this live video. So number one, like 5 years ago, I didn't know. The only thing I knew about Nigeria and Nigerians was that the Nigerian girls are in Ghana making prostitution and this jollof banter on social media. That was the only knowledge I have about Nigeria and Nigerians, until I stepped my foot here in America and went to the Nigerian restaurants and got jollof rice. So for me, I felt like it was just something mere thing. So I got the rice, and the rice was smelling like smoke. And I was like, wait, did you use firewood to make this jollof in America? And the guy got offended. And I was like, this was just a genuine question from a customer. So I didn't take it to be anything important. So consequently, moving forward to like a year or two later, I worked with a Nigerian Yoruba girl and one of the Igbo girl in one, we were co-workers. And we got into talking about the countries and Africa, and the first thing that came out from their mouth was like, why Ghanaian, they would never marry Ghanaian men, because Ghanaian, if you marry a Ghanaian man, the person will take the child, or if you marry a Ghanaian lady, the lady will take a child because they think that the children belong to women. And that wasn't anything for me, but the anger and the hate that was coming out from them, I was so shocked. I was like, what is really going on? Is that something deeper than what I am saying? Like, why are they angry? Why is that hate coming from? We are just having a normal conversation. Why are these hate coming from? So I was so shocked to see the anger that was coming from them during our discussion. So the reason why I am saying this on my experience is that Dr. Hassan Ayaga, I know that demonstration did not come true, but I want you to know that your effort, your voice has created an awareness for a common Ghanaian child who has zero knowledge about the hate and animalistic attitudes in these people called Nigerians living among them. You have created an awareness to that little child's heart, for them to be able to protect themselves and know the kind of people they are living with in their own country. That common Ghanaian child see every human being as a sheltered place to hide when they are in trouble. But Nigerians living in Ghana, I would say 80% of them, they are looking for those innocent children to devour. So creating this awareness, the demonstration might not come to pass, but I want you to know that Your effort has been felt in the heart of the young, innocent Ghanaian children who might have run to anybody for help, but now they can now be decisive of who they should go for help. You don't know what you have done for the Ghanaians, our mothers, our villages, and our societies that have never even heard about Nigeria or doesn't know the impact and the abhorrent evil they are plotting against them in their own country. And you have also created an awareness for our young girls who think that marrying Nigerian is everything in their life. They will not think twice and make the right decision and marry the right person from Nigeria and any other country. For when it comes to love, I am not criticizing. God can choose any man or a woman for you. But who you are marrying is more important. So this awareness is being felt in the heart of Ghanaians. And the government of Ghana, I know that what they were doing before, they will put more effort to do things differently and make the right decision for their own people. So you those who are coming online to mock Dr. Aras and Ayaga that the citizen arrest didn't come through, what that is not important. The important is that the information has been received and the decisions has been taken differently and the effort will be channeled in the right places. So whoever know Aras and Ayaga or have his handle or channel name, you can tag him to this video and let him know that the common Ghanaian young men and women, our old mothers who are in the village, who doesn't even have access to social media, has been saved because of his voice.
Igbo King and all, like, you know, of recent, there's a video that's trending that he was bounced from from seeing the king. That he was asked to remove his whatsoever and all like that. What would you have to say about it? Do you think he's doing too much? Or what would you say?
Actually, with that issue, when you look at the laws of Ghana, we can't have a foreigner come to our country and say he's a king, but he can be a leader of his people in our country. You can have a leader, you're from a different country and then you are here. You can have someone who is leading you as a tribe, so that whenever there are issues, that person can meet our leaders and negotiate or talk on your behalf. But to want to build a kingdom goes against the rules of the country. So I think with the brouhaha that is going on in the social media, some Ghanaians are overreacting though. But it is out of sentiments. What they also, because the social media, if you don't take your time, certain things are said there which might not be true. So if you don't fact check certain things, you are likely to come out and also make comments that will not go down well with people. So I think we should sometimes overlook what is happening in the social media and look at the reality on the grounds and know how to. That Nigerians are human beings and humans do make mistakes. Maybe he didn't know, maybe it is not right to do so in Ghana. So if he does that and then it is sin, let's look at an amicable way of letting him know that, oh, you are not supposed to go beyond this. You can do this, you can do this. Then we coexist. Nigerians are our brothers, whether we like it or not.
There's something I want to really address very quick. I don't know. There's a video Kofi did. I've done a video about it. I'm going to post it soon. He said, I don't know, people don't really watch stuffs like that. Just the way we have, he's claiming, he said is the Eze, and Eze means king, right? He said is the Eze, you know, of the Igbos in Ghana, yeah, that's in diaspora. Now, if you watch the previous interviews he did with these TV stations or, you know, platforms and all like that, very dark one came, you know, very dark one. He said something, he said he's not like the king, he's the leader representing. He said he was voted in that position, not like it was self, you know, acclaimed and all. He was voted in. You understand? There were two, him and one other person, and he won the vote. So what I'm trying to say is, he's not like, there's one video, okay, Black Coffee said something that he went two king, one king bow. That is nonsense because he's not a king. Most people don't, just because we have Igbo king here in Ghana, we have Yoruba, Oba of Yorubas representing. It's just like, if you go to America, I'm very sure they have, what is the native name they call king here, the native name of king?
We have a king, we just call him Nana.
Nana, okay, the king, the name is Nana. I'm very sure.
Normally, the Ashantis will say, oh, you know, we are a multi-tribal country. It's not just one.
Okay, let's go for the fancies.
So I think they should also, I'm not from here though, I don't know much of, but the Ashantis will call it Ohini, we call it Naba. I'm from the northern part of Ghana.
Yes. I'm very sure if your people like often travels, there will be a particular place, maybe I'm giving you an example now, maybe in London now, where, you know, maybe now, for example, they are much. You know why? I don't know, like any tribe, we have a king, like Indian king here in Ghana.
You see, you can be a chief, but not a king.
Exactly.
A king has a kingdom. But a chief is a leader of a community.
It's not like a king, he's a chief, a leader. Exactly. That is, but the title, the Eze, that is where the confusion is. Just like we have Oba of the Yorubas in Ghana. Oba means king. Hausa, what's the call? I said or something. We also have the same piece of Hausas here in Ghana too. So I don't think this should actually be a problem. He's a leader, a chief. There's a recent interview. They interviewed him Was it just yesterday? They posted it yesterday. He said he's a chief. I said.
You see, when you look at the history of how people migrated from other places to settle, and then they are now tribes of that place, it started from the way things are happening. When you go to a place, and that place have kings, you get what I'm saying? So if the meaning of the word Eze in Nigeria means king, and he's using that as a title, but claiming he is not a king, then there will be a problem. You get where I'm coming from? Don't you have chiefs in Nigeria? And they have titles. So he should use a chief title, not that of a king.
That's what I'm saying. We also have here in Ghana the Obas of the Yorubas in Ghana. So I don't know, like, it's a normal thing to me. If you go to US, we also have Eze. If you come to Takade here, we have Eze, like in meetings. Oh, this one is king of. So there's a video. The interview. There's a video. They said they are kings in different. He's just one overseeing them, the leader.
So you see where the problem is coming from. You are mentioning that there are kings in Takrady here that represents a tribe from Nigeria.
The kings means the leader.
It happens. King is not a leader of just a place. A king is a leader of a kingdom. Do you get my point? And those that are talking about, probably theirs have not come public, so Ghanaians may not be aware. You get what I'm saying? But his came public. And see, you made mention that when you go to America, you have kings. Their laws over there is different from the laws of Ghana. So every jurisdiction have the way they carry out that. You see, let me tell you something. I have a lot of Nigerian friends. Though we have 1 or 2 Nigerians that sometimes do certain things that paints Nigerians black wherever they go. Ghanaians also do so. We have Ghanaians who also do those bad things. You get what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say, we should forget about this issue of Nigerians are like this, Ghanaians are like this, and let's look at ourselves as humans. Is this supposed to be done? If no, do this the right way. Then we live as bad. He has every right if he wants to be the leader of your people. He can call himself a chief of maybe the Igbo people. But if the land or the Ghanaian laws do not accept a foreigner being a king in our land, then he should just quietly accept it and say he's the chief of your leaders. And our people will gladly welcome him and will live coexist as brothers.
All right.
I don't agree with certain Ghanaians coming on social media, raining insults and calling or mentioning all sort of words that are not good. I don't agree with that. We are humans and we do make mistakes. So the fact that maybe he didn't know, I want to assume that he didn't know that our laws forbid that. And then he wanted to carry out, because there are speculations that some lands had been acquired to build a kingdom. Good. So it is now his responsibility and then his people that are following him to make the Ghanaian people know that, look, these speculations that are going on are not true. You know what I'm saying? Are not true. Then the Ghanaian people will begin to see him for who he actually is and will coexist as brothers. If that's what I'm telling you, what we see on the social media is not everything that is actually true. There's a lot of propaganda around the social media. So sometimes communication is very, very important. When Ghanaians are saying, oh, they are here, they have heard this is happening, if it is not true, he should get his people to also let the Ghanaian people know that, oh, this is what is circulating on the social media. We are not, what they are saying is not true. This is the truth.
Okay, at first, I felt that Coco was a bit harsh and impatient at times, but as soon as I took the time to connect the dots, it all started to make sense to me. She was never a violent, aggressive, mean, selfish woman, as a few individuals sitting in this very room portrayed her as. Well, to be honest, that's the Edna some people know, but let me tell you about the Edna I know now. The Edna I knew, well, no, still, was very caring, loving, very understanding, humble, hardworking, and she was just very, very full of love. And I've learned a lot personally, such as gratitude, accountability, kindness, and also, most importantly, how to do more and say less. Because I used to, I was just like it. And also, lastly, as I conclude, I don't mean to go against anybody's religious beliefs or practices, but I hope you find comfort in the fact that we'll see her again someday, and that her tragic passing is not the end of the road. And here I am, representing my grandmother, not crying, because I know for a fact she wouldn't have wanted me to cry. If I cried, yo, wait. No. So, I'd like to thank you all, truly. I'd like to thank you all for coming. I mean, it was crazy walking in here, finding Cyril. But like, anyway, thank you all. You guys have been listening.
You see, this video was sent to me. The boy that, as a grandson, made an address for the grandmother, and I was just watching it, and I was like, these South Africans, you guys are blessed. I wouldn't say you guys are lucky, because we don't use luck. Because even in the secular world, they say there is nothing like luck or coincidence. It's a question of the actions that you had contributed to for a very long time that is playing out. Sound of Music, she said, they sang Captain Von Trapp and Flona Maria. They said, somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good. Nothing goes for nothing, nothing ever would. Right? Good. So South Africans are blessed truly by their decisions. Now, when you look at this child, you see that it doesn't matter how small South Africans are, they speak with maturity. The situations where you hear Nigerians speak, I could tell you for sure that Nigerians who are of age to act matured cannot come out and speak with maturity. Did you see the maturity in that boy? That is exactly what you benefit when you and Westerners cohabit. When you live with Westerners, these are things that go. You can imagine what goes on in a South African school, how these people are brought up, what goes on in their school, in their colleges. Let me give you an example. You know, when we say these things, a lot of people think we act with inferiority complex and we're trying to elevate Westerners. No, let me tell you something. Go and check Nigerians. There were times Nigerians, my father for example, in a community school, we're not talking about private schools, as to say these are schools by wealthy people, community schools, public schools. Our parents had the privileges of being taught by Westerners. In village schools, remote schools, they had the privileges of being taught by Westerners. My father was taught by an English woman. And that's why you see those men that were taught by Westerners, you can't take away English from them. Whatever they were taught, whatever subject they were taught, you can't compete with them there. Check it out. All these Chinua Achebes and Wole Soyinkas, what do you think happened to them? And you think our age, who are being taught by Nigerians, can compete with them? You're joking. You're just messing up. You're joking. See the maturity. You see, what South Africans assess day in, day out is an exchange of ideas. Is a freelance exchange of ideas or of astronomical thoughts. Astronomical signals are being exchanged. A lot of people don't know what South Africans were able to do. See, look, go to Western countries, come to African countries, check the difference, check their weaknesses and their strengths respectively. Check it. Western countries, African countries, check the differences. Go to Western countries, white people, European countries, come to African countries. I'm not talking about infrastructures, I'm talking about mentality. Go and check their mental resources, the way these people think. Check their weaknesses and their strength. And that is when you will understand the level at which South Africans are you see, South Africans, I don't know whether you people understand the level of your blessings. South Africans are Botswana. You people don't understand. You don't. Let me give you people a simple understanding. You see, since Westerners left Nigeria, Nigerians had not been able to create a city aside the cities that our Western colonial masters created. Till date, Nigeria is 60 whatever years old. I don't care. I don't freaking care. But till date, we've not been able to create a city, any other city outside the ones that Westerners created. We've not been able to do that. People don't get you don't get these things. Even in Igbo land, there's something they say, it means the hand of a Westerner is out of it, and that's why it's no longer original. That's why it can no longer be trusted. When they say the hand of a Westerner is out of it, understand that it means that the originality had been flawed. The originality had been depleted. The efficiency had been depleted, had been flawed. South Africans, you people get it now. That's why Nigerians, even if you people keep on beating Nigerians, what have been better than the prior xenophobia? You will still see Nigerians coming to South Africa no matter what. Because Nigeria is worse.
Wow. Based on what we have seen here, I believe they are self-explanatory. We've seen how Nigerians can literally traffic their own fellow Nigerian citizens. This is not the first, neither will it be the last. We've always had this incident being recorded in Ghana, in all these countries in Africa and outside Africa. And guys, before you jump in as a Nigerian or any country citizen to say other countries engage in crime, please, like you rightly heard, Ghanaians are in their country and they are focusing on what is happening in their country. Even if there are crimes going on there, it is in their country. But can you beat your chest to tell me that it is right and just for Nigerians to leave their own country, travel miles, like you cross Benin, Togo, all these countries before getting into Ghana, trafficking their own fellow Nigerians into the country? Like we aren't even done with the Togolese that was trafficked, lured into Ghana, unalived, and today the internet is on fire. And this is what Nigerians are doing in Ghana. Can somebody wake me up to this reality? You see, sometimes when I flare up, I react in pain. I react in anger. Most of you don't understand how personally I take things like this, because this is not making sense. This is man's inhumanity to man. This is total disrespect, breaking of laws, rules, and traditions of another man's country. Why don't you Nigerians, please, for God's sake, take these crimes to your country, Nigeria, and do it? How on earth is it right, ideal, is it even normal for you to go into other people's country legally and gather alongside other innocent people who do not even know that this is why you're taking them there. For some of them who know, you still bent on taking them there in committing these kind of crimes. Ghanaians, before you think that it is a thing for you to quickly say, not all Nigerians, they are our brothers, they are our sisters, or you want to make fun, caricature of this whole rising up of Ghanaians to stand to protect and defend their countries, like the likes of Honorable Dr. Hassan Ayariga, Kweku Annan, Ganabo, and the rest of others that are fighting both online and offline to protect and defend their country. If you heard what the other conversation was saying about the Igbo king also in Ghana, it should tell you that there's no reasonable human being in their right senses will come out or go to another man's country to practice all these traditions and culture. And upon it, when he's being asked, he's always lying like Satan, the devil, lying from the pit of hell, telling lies that are from the pit of hell. And like you rightly heard, everyone is waiting and basking on the required authorities, the leaders, to act now and act fast before all these are being blown out of proportion. Now, let me also put it to us that, you see, why so many people all across the world as foreigners will be really scared to come into the country to invest in a country like Nigeria is because of how much Nigerians have dented and destroyed their image and their reputation. Even the ones that dares it to come, I bet you don't know how much security they put in measure for them to be safe and carry out their businesses. You can wake up one morning in Nigeria and your story is turned upside down overnight within the twinkle of an eye. I'm telling you. And this is the narrative, the image, the impression they want to give to foreigners. How can foreigners, as we speak, come to Ghana or look at Ghana and feel so safe and comfortable to come? Even though these things are not being recorded every day, but the way it is happening so insistent and frequent, people might just want to tell that at the end of the day, a lot is happening in Ghana every single day. And that is the reality it is gradually becoming. That in a country as Ghana, that people can move freely, they don't fear for anything. Now people are fearing for their life. That's even the more reason why I don't even want to make my visit to Ghana obvious and public for safety reasons. So that when I come, I will operate, safety-wise, do what I have to do, go where I have to go, and come back home. Because the world is not safe today. Even though I'm not scared of Ghanaians, I'm scared of my own Nigerians in Ghana. I'm not saying that I'm scared in the sense that I don't believe in God for safety. No, but safety and precautionary measures is what I adhere to. I hold strictly, I hold tightly, and I practice every single day. It scares me, it bothers me, because this is a country that I've known all my life to be, known for peace, safety, like the safest place you can think of. Look at what Nigerians are turning it into. This is what they did to South Africa. This is what they are doing in South Africa, in Kenya, in all these countries till date. So don't blame any country you see today that are fighting and kicking against Nigerians to go out of their country, especially this category of Nigerians, this set of Nigerian criminals. When you hear my brother Chimdi give his submissions and postulations, you think he just sits down to talk because he wants to talk, or I want to talk. No, it's because it's so embarrassing. It's so frustrating to know. It's so shameful, ridiculous to say the least. A country I come from. Look at what my people are doing. Look at how they have destroyed their country. Genocide, Boko Haram, kidnapping, armed robbery, name it. Every single thing happening in the country. And they have transferred it to Ghana. Oh, Ghana youth, oh, Ghanaian citizens, leaders, arise to protect and defend your country. Do not let, like you heard the lady who spoke as a Ghanaian, do not let any love, feelings you have for Nigerians be traded with that of your country. Your country should come first. It's just like your blood should come first. Before foreigners, I myself am included. Before you choose me as a Nigerian, choose your country first. Forget about me. If I'm not doing the right thing, push me aside and save your country. I submit myself to you. I'm not exempted. Nobody is exempted as a foreigner. Both Nigerians, non-Nigerians, as long as we are foreigners. No foreigner should come first before your country. I don't want Ghana to end up as Nigeria, which they are gradually making it. We are not done with this. The next thing is that. The next, in fact, good news now. And when you want to say it about Ghana, it's becoming cringy and weird. Like it's never a thing in Ghana that usually is. Because of the negativity Nigerians are trying to rub off on Ghanaians and Ghana as a country. Please, I beg of you all, wake up. It's high time we fight this fight to the end. So I say, let me bring it out here based on all we've seen. I don't want this video to be too lengthy. Share your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear from you. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. If I'm right, tell me. Constructively and respectfully. For my sake, like this video so that it will do well. Share this video for others to be on the know, because everybody needs to be on the guard. The immigration, the police need to launch out more attack, more surveillance in any which way to eradicate these criminals out of the country. Nigeria must go. This is what we mean. This is what we are talking about. Who will see this rubbish and tolerate it? Can this happen in US? I keep asking. In UK, in Canada, can all this happen? And the government will lie low and say, yeah, we are brothers and sisters. But when it comes to we Africans, we are the one killing ourselves, undoing ourselves. Anyways, I rest my case. Let's talk in the comments. If you like it on here, tell me why you like it and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me why you like it and stay subscribed. And I will catch you in the comments. Do have a blessed day out there. I will see you in my next one. Ciao, ciao.